So I'm Caroline and I'm currently in my second year at university at Durham doing classics. I was originally doing classical civilization, which is ancient history and civilization, and then I decided maybe I'll try Latin now. I did it for A-level and I really liked the lessons because you take part and you read aloud and it's very intensive, which is really fun. So I decided to apply to do classics and then managed to get the grades, so I'm now studying 2 Latin modules and a mixture of ancient history and sort of epic poems and all that, and it's really interesting. I really like it. I've always loved classics. It's always sort of been my thing that I've always really enjoyed. I've spent all my time at the British Museum when I can, but I think probably there's nothing really like classics. It's just weird niche in the world and everything about it is so extreme, and it's so old and but so similar to our society nowadays, and I just think that's so interesting. And all my closest friends, or most of my closest friends, are from classics, and I'm currently going to be the secretary for the Classics Society, so I'm really involved in all that, and the lecturers, like I said, are amazing. Like, you can go out for a drink with them and they just really want you to do well, and I just think classics is my passion. No, it didn't. I was lucky because I sort of promised myself when I was younger that I would never let it define big decisions like that, but I know that if I hadn't found the McGuire programme, my life would be very different, and I think I would have gone to it differently. Maybe I would have gone to, I'm not sure. I didn't need to do an interview for Durham, so I think that was fine, but with my confidence and being able to thrive at a university like that, you need to have strong speech. So I might have gone to a different university, but I've always made sure that, and my family as well, and my friends have always just been like, regardless of your speech, if you want to do something, you just got to do it. And I've been very lucky in that sense that I've never really allowed myself to be held back with big things like that. I would say that there are options with your stutter. You don't have to live this life of surviving, basically, where you just go on with your day-to-day life and you don't thrive and you're not growing and you're not the person that you want to be. And with university, it is such an important decision for so many people, and they go to school and they work so hard, and I know for me it was a big deal getting into Durham, and if I'd felt that I was held back by my stutter, it would have been awful. And I just think if you find a way, different things work for different people. For me it was the McGuire programme, for some people it might be hypnotherapy or just accepting their stutter. It's different things, but if you find something that works for you, I think the next step is to realise that to really live with your stutter, you have to learn to love it. You do. You have to learn to love your stutter and to see it as something that improves your life and not just something that you have to survive with. I would tell someone younger that having a stutter, I think, makes you a pretty amazing person. I've not met a single person with a stutter that I don't really respect and love and look at with a lot of admiration, because it makes you very strong and very humble and very unique in certain ways, and it really makes you appreciate all the good things in life because you cherish those moments of being able to communicate with people well. So I would say, you've got all these incredible skills that you've learned from having a stutter. Let's take that, find ways to control the physical side of it and those blocks, and help yourself with new breathing techniques. And then the biggest step is sort of self-actualization with who you are and who you want to be, and realising that the only way to having a happy life with a stutter, I think, is to wake up in the morning and love the challenges that it throws at you. Yeah, I would hold back. I would definitely hold back. I was scared. It's scary. The thought of stuttering is frightening, and even now sometimes I'll be tired or a bit emotional one day, and I won't want to go to the hairdressers because I don't want to say the word blow dry, and then I'll hold back. And having a stutter is definitely learning not to hold back in life because you're constantly pushing yourself. But with big decisions and with my friends after school, so when I was at school, I think it definitely held me back socially because I associated the people at school with my life before the McGuire programme, and I think they were all a bit confused about my personality because I would have one day when my speech was like this, that was a few years ago now, and then another day when I'd have to do 2 words per breath and speak very disciplined, and I think people were a bit confused by that sometimes. So at school I just sort of focused on exams and making sure I could then move on to not letting it hold me back socially at all, and I was very lucky that I picked a good university that suited me very well and met the most wonderful people who were more supportive than I ever could have imagined, really.